Go! Touchdown! No! No!
These things are a burial, a blowout, a human lock.
He runs with the 50. He runs with the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
I know the leagues. I know the teams. I know these players. I know this wonderful game called football.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Aota Picks. It's week 9. I'm Garrett. He's Jesse.
How we doing?
All right, we're coming into this week 25, 15, and 2 for your boy.
26, 16, and 2 with a total of 51, 31, and 4. So, I mean, come on.
We're killing it.
We're up 20 units. What are you guys up? I didn't think so.
We're seeing the board.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good.
We're seeing the board. We're going to do a little one of these.
Just to make sure.
Just to be sure. Well, I'm feeling pretty confident going into this week. Not so much. That's good. That's good. We need a balance.
Yeah.
If we were both overly confident, it would be a bad sign going.
Yes,
we need a balance, definitely. We'll see how this week goes. I'm feeling good though. I like what we got going on so far this year.
I felt better.
Yeah. I'm also coming off of 5 in 1 week personally, so that really helped boost me. All right. Starting off this episode, my beer is overflowing.
Hold on. Before we get started, I did actually lose my mortal lock this week, but last week I didn't say I was going to do something, so I will send a video. We'll have it up later. Probably we'll figure out where we're going to put it, but we'll let you know.
Yeah,
I did take the first L of the season though. I was 7-1.
Crazy. It's a fantastic record. 7-1 on mortal locks. 7 straight weeks hitting. Can't complain.
No, I can't. But
or I guess 6-1 because we skipped the 1 week.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Then I started off 0-2. I'm now, I guess that would be 5-2. 5-2. Yeah, coming into this week.
Can't complain.
The mortal locks are hitting. You know.
Excuse me. Can't complain.
All right. Before we get started, I know it's a football show. I did want to point out though, I accidentally had the Buck shirt with the Padres hat going on today.
It's all right.
I'm covering all my bases.
So before we get into football, do we like the Bucks tonight at home against the Knicks? No Middleton.
Yeah.
No Drew Holiday. Like
Still
the
lost.
Knicks. Like the Knicks.
Giannis.
Like the Knicks.
I don't know. I haven't followed NBA very much to start this season. I'm in football mode. When Christmas comes around, that's when we lock in.
Yeah, that's when.
Yeah. When that Bucks Christmas Day game, that's when I really lock in. Like, all right, how's the team doing? I want to say,
Brooklyn?
dude, no, it is Brooklyn. I was about to say the Lakers. It's definitely Brooklyn, though. I think so. Maybe it's the Warriors. No. Last year was the Warriors. It's got to be Brooklyn. And then also, this thing keeps overflowing.
No, actually, you played Boston.
Joe beer. We're playing the Celtics. That's right. Yeah, I'm not in NBA mode.
Shout out,
play the Celtics. Got the Cardinals against the Colts Christmas Day too.
Lovely.
Big day. Big day. Okay. Thursday night, real quick. Colts, Jets. I don't know. I don't know which offense I'm more impressed with, honestly.
Realistically, I think the most disappointing thing last night was coaching.
Probably
was defensive coaching.
Yeah, the defenses were
terrible.
No defense.
Defense last night. I think that's one of the first like huge track meets on a Thursday night in years.
You know what? The Thursday nights are normally low scoring, kind of sloppy games.
What kind of sucked though is that Mike White got hurt, but I will say that other kid played pretty well. Josh Johnson played well.
USD product.
Yes, sir. And
Shout
right when Jonathan Taylor. No, I'm sorry. Ty Johnson fumbled.
Yeah.
The Jets went to plus 17.5. Locked it in.
Good looks. Good looks. A lot of people riding on the Jets in that game. Very disappointed at the end there.
Yeah, that was
so
tough
close
pick.
to covering.
It was a tough pick on like the 8-yard line or whatever they were on.
Jets were hanging in there too. It was like a blowout in the fourth quarter. And then you kept every time I was like, oh, this is where they're going to take out Carson Wentz. The Jets would go answer. It's like, fuck, okay.
And the Jets defense at the end of the game made a few stops.
Yeah. Jets were interesting. They held in there.
They held their own last night, realistically.
Yeah. But biggest takeaway, I think Colts offense looked fantastic. Really good.
But their defense looks really bad. And that's really
sketchy.
Besides the run game, their defense should be their run defense should be the strongest part of that team. And it didn't look good last night.
It is sketchy for sure.
Against a Jets team that, doesn't really do anything well.
Yep. But on the bright side, if you're a Colts fan, Carson Wentz looked good. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns in the first half.
On the bright side, if you're a Colts
Ridiculous.
fan, you got the win.
You got the win. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in this division. They got some catching up to do with
They have a little catching up to do.
That was a big game for them.
Yes.
All right. Getting into this week, then we will start off the Atlanta Falcons, 6-point underdogs going to New Orleans, over under 41.5.
So who's starting for New Orleans? Is it
My
Simeon?
guess would be Taysom Hill, but I mean,
I
honestly,
think it's going to be Simeon.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
Taysom Hill's not a good quarterback.
No, it's my thought too is like going a heavy Taysom Hill offense is going to work out well the first game because defenses don't really know what to expect from
Yeah,
it.
but he can't really throw proper. Like, he's not a great thrower.
No, I know, but like you're going to be able to throw in enough like wrinkles and like weird plays out of Sean Payton. It's going to be an offense.
But that's what you
the
expect.
defense has never seen before.
But that's what you're expecting going into the game.
But how do you game plan for it? You know,
But how do you?
They
It's like
can't really
game
run
planning.
a scout offense.
Yeah, but
based off it 'cause
No,
they
but it's
don't
like
know what
it's like
look.
game planning for a college quarterback.
More or less, but I think for one game, there's enough like wrinkles, trick plays, weird
I don't
things you
know.
can throw
I don't
in where
know.
The offense is good.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
I
know.
will. I guess I'll start off saying also I'm not huge on anything in this game.
Me either.
I don't really know what's going to happen.
That also, and Atlanta's offense is now dead.
It very much could be, especially against the Saints defense here.
And Calvin Ridley
They're probably going to struggle. Calvin Ridley, yeah, he hasn't contributed all year, so it's not
is also
the
out for the rest
biggest
of the
hit,
year.
but him not having that threat out there.
Is he right? And
Hurts.
they're going to double team Pitts.
Yeah,
The only one I could see having a decent game is Russell Gage.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, put up a goose egg.
Cordarrelle
last week.
Patterson will still,
Yeah,
still
probably.
get his. He always does. He's just a tough matchup because they move him around so
Yep.
much.
But I don't really like anything in this game. I think the Saints win
No.
though.
I thought about taking the under, but like I
Also,
I
think
don't know.
6.5 is a lot.
It is without your starting quarterback. It's a divisional game.
Where's this game in New Orleans?
It's in New Orleans, so that
helps.
But then also they're coming off a huge win against the Bucks, where it's like emotionally, I mean, they were emotionally very high after that game.
Yeah.
So like this is a letdown spot.
See the
here.
video of Jameis dancing around in the
Yes,
locker
dude,
room?
with the crutches. I'm so upset Jameis is hurt because I think he's like a fantastic quarterback
So
for
do
this
I.
team.
So do I.
And he's just like players love it.
He's
such
Jameis.
a good teammate.
He's
Yeah.
a great teammate.
Yeah, that injury is
Um,
really gonna hurt them.
They
but
also don't have Michael Thomas the rest of the season. He
no,
obviously
Michael
will be
Thomas
out.
officially gone.
Is
Yeah.
guy ever gonna play?
It's
He's turning into
unfortunate,
Antonio
man.
Brown.
It's well, if he can bounce back like Antonio Brown, be just fine. Honestly, Michael Thomas probably ends up on the Bucks.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Before it's over, he's probably on the
I
Bucks
wouldn't
in
be
next year or
surprised.
two. I could see that. I could see him on the Ravens.
Sean Payton might just ship him out of there.
Probably after this year.
Yeah, he might just
Is-
ship him out of there.
Isn't his contract up anyways?
No.
It's at least getting close.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see him as a Raven for real.
I can see him as a
actually.
Raider.
As a Raider, possibly.
But they
Yeah,
don't
I
have
thought about
picks.
that.
They
Yeah,
trade
to
their
give
picks
out.
for AB.
True. Yeah. With this game though, I don't really love anything. I mean, if Taysom Hill is the starting quarterback, I think he's a pretty great fantasy start. I'll say that.
I don't know. I think the
Uh,
Saints win the game though.
I think so. Yeah, I'm leaning Saints, but I don't know. We'll see. If it's going to be low scoring,
Oh,
unless the Saints offense puts up a ton of points, which I'm
Which
still
they're
not counting out.
out.
Trevor Simeon didn't look great, but he looked decent. They still got Kamara. Falcons defense isn't exceptional.
You know what would be the best
Probably a
thing
low
for the
score, though.
Saints, realistically,
What's that?
is to bring the pizza man. Bring in Phil. Serious.
I
I'm
saw
serious.
Phil Rivers.
Dude, if
It's a possibility.
Phil Rivers came to the Saints this year, Kamara would be the best running back in the league.
I like
Phil's the
it.
check down king.
Oh my
He's
god,
the
yeah.
king of check downs.
Alvin Kamara with Phil Rivers playing
Would be
fantastic.
unbelievable.
Dude, honestly, I think there's a very good possibility. He does
So do
sign
I.
with the
They're going to
Saints.
see how Simeon and Taysom play this
Yeah.
week, and then they're going to
If
call
it's a
him.
bad week, Phil Rivers.
Call
on
him.
the phone
Get him on the
immediately.
phone.
Yeah. Sean, I honestly too, I always wanted to see Philip Rivers with Sean Payton.
So did
Obviously,
I.
it's an old Rivers. We're not getting the best, but
Yeah,
it'll
but
be
you know
cool.
what? It's all about his mindset. If he comes out in dogs, they're fine.
Yeah, he looked great. Like he wasn't putting up huge numbers, but he did obviously very good with the Colts last
He
year.
was very good with the Colts
Yeah.
last year.
And
They barely lost to Buffalo in the playoffs.
the Saints are a pretty similarly like built
Team.
So yeah, that could be a really good fit. Yeah. So for this game, anything you love? Not really.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Me too. Let's go on. Bills 14.5-point favorites going into Jacksonville, over under 48.5.
Tell you one thing. Love me some Buffalo here.
I'm loving Buffalo this week.
Love
This
it.
seems like the way too obvious pick, but it also is like one of those where it's just like, I mean, if you could make a spread like 25, you would, but you just can't really make a spread.
If these
that
were
high.
two college teams, the
Mhm.
spread would be 30.
Yeah. It's like 14.5 signals that like they might win by 40.
But I don't understand. So like the Rams against Houston,
Was like,
17.5,
yeah.
and they didn't cover. But the worst team in the league against
Also,
the
though-
best offense in the league
Yeah. So, dude, that's
is 14.5.
it's because the Rams is an interesting point where like the Rams were blowing them out the entire game, and then Houston got a bunch of garbage time points.
But still,
cover.
I mean,
So like that could happen here. Like Trevor Lawrence could go down, have a couple great drives in a row in garbage time, and like end up covering this.
it's not gonna happen though.
Probably not. If it was 17, he probably could. I don't think they get within 14 points.
No.
of this game. No. Yeah, I mean we'll get to the locks later, but I'm liking a little first half on the Bills.
Me
here.
too. And I like
Yeah.
first quarter.
There you go. I like that. The Bills also, they started off slow last week.
Oh, they were really slow last week.
Yeah.
I had them -14 last week. I was nervous. They
Hey,
won by
It
15.
got a little sketchy. But then as soon as you see that offense turn on, it's like that.
Bing. See ya.
Yeah. And then after starting slow last week, I don't think they start slow this week.
No, me either.
I think they get going from the jump. So yeah, love the Bills here. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. James Robinson's also out, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So
believe so.
love the Bills. All right. Browns. This is an interesting game. Browns 2.5-point underdogs going into Cincy, over under 47.
I think Baker is gonna target Odell like crazy. I'm funny.
Odell
Let's talk about
officially
that for a
released.
sec.
Yeah.
we were talking about this before we started recording, but
We did have the pre-show discussion on it. Odell's now
I'm
on the
shocked.
waivers.
I'm really shocked.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we kind of saw this coming.
I didn't. Not when the trade was made.
My favorite move by the Browns is how this is a petty move by the Browns. If they release Odell before the trade deadline, he's an open free agent, can sign anywhere he wants. After the trade deadline, he goes to waivers, which means, the Jaguars have the first pick at him, and then it goes down the line like
Yeah,
that.
but they have to take up his salary.
They do.
His whole
But-
salary.
I mean, a bad team might still sign Odell Beckham.
And they have to pick up his contract.
Yes. So it's not a guarantee a team will, but just the pettiness of the Browns to be like, we'll wait a couple days so that you don't get your free pick of like whatever.
Yeah, because he
I
was
love
going
that.
to Kansas City.
That would have been fucked.
I'd quit football.
That
I'd
would've
quit
been
watching
fucked.
football for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So honestly, I guess strategically too, the Browns are like, oh, maybe we could keep him away for some of these top AFC teams we might see in the playoffs. It's probably smart.
I think he's going to go back to the NFC though.
Dude, honestly, the Giants are like the fourth team on waivers right now. Fourth or fifth. Could happen.
They need help at receiver too.
Yeah, dude,
Galladay
they keep getting hurt
sucks.
there.
And Galladay just sucks.
What do you think? Odell reunion?
It's not going to happen. Gettleman would never let it happen. Mara
No?
would never let it happen. But I don't
No.
think it would be bad.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Realistically, I really see him going to Green Bay.
Yeah, I mean, if he hits
if-
free agency.
No, if Aaron Rodgers is not suspended for the rest of the season. That's a very
that's
fair.
just not going to happen. There's
wouldn't-
no way that's going to happen. They knew he was. We
We'll
don't
get
have to
into
get into this, but okay. Anyways, Green Bay, one possibility. I think the Saints would be like a big time contender
So
to
do
get
I.
him.
So do I.
Yeah, I don't. Those are
I think
really
the
the top
Bills
two.
too.
I could see it. The Bills have like a lot of receivers.
They
though.
have
I don't know.
okay, but who are you going to take? Odell or Cole Beasley?
Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe the Bills. I guess I could possibly see that.
Again, I'll quit football if he goes to Kansas City.
I don't even care at this point if it goes to Kansas City.
I would.
I don't even care. Kansas City just keeps grabbing guys. Like it's not they have needing like threats is not the reason that their offense isn't
I would
doing
like him
well.
in
I don't think
Baltimore.
it's gonna be a big deal. I did think about Baltimore.
I
That's
think
a
he would be pretty good
possibility.
in Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could use him.
Yeah. I don't,
Maybe the Raiders. You threw that one out too.
yeah.
It's a
I just
possibility.
don't think they're gonna pay him.
Yeah, could see that.
They got a few things to pay for right now.
Patriots.
No,
Patriots
no
is a
way.
real possibility.
No way. No way.
I think it's a real
I don't think
possibility.
Belichick does.
No, Bill
Belichick-
signs those type of guys. Because Bill
No.
thinks he can. Bill thinks he can get
No
him
way.
in shape, bro.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'd be shocked.
I mean, he took Josh Gordon. He took Antonio Brown.
I'd be
Why not
shocked.
Odell?
I'd be shocked.
We'll see. Okay, let's get back to the game itself, though. So, I think there's a couple games like this where I think we're into November now. We're at the point of the season where water kind of levels out. You know, everything kind of levels out. The cream rises to the top. The Browns are probably still the best team in this division. The Bengals have been playing above expectations. I think we start seeing this leveling out. I like the Browns here.
I think the Browns are dead.
Okay.
Until Baker's shoulder is fully fixed, and
I-
it's not.
I disagree with this take, but I like it.
Baker's shoulder is still messed up,
Definitely.
and until then, I think they're dead.
Yeah. So, I mean, they started off as like one of the most explosive offenses in the entire NFL. Then the last few weeks have been absolutely numb. They've been dead.
Dog water.
Yeah, they've been dead. The Baker injury, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt.
Nick
all
Chubb's, I
hurts.
think, is back this week.
Nick Chubb is back. So
But they're
that's
still out. They're still without their linemen.
still without Kareem Hunt. You know how many linemen they're down? Just
I think both their tackles.
I thought they were back. I could
Could be wrong.
That's probably important to look up. Let's see. But I mean, I still think the Browns are one of the best teams
So do I.
in the NFL. The Bengals have looked really good, but
The Bengals
they're
haven't
not
played
the
a great
best
defense
team in the AFC. Like the Bengals are a wild card team or a
at
hinge
most.
wild card team. I'm still not like very confident they're gonna make the playoffs.
Me either. And the Bengals, don't get me wrong, I like the Bengals. I like Joe Burrow. But let's look at the teams the Bengals have played.
Jack Coughlin's still out.
Let's look at the teams the Bengals have played. Now I'm not saying anything bad against the Bengals offense.
Yeah, but their defense.
Their defense is a little iffy. But here's what I am saying. Where out of these teams that they've played have great defenses? Ready?
Let's hear it.
The Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Good defense?
So.
The Bears. They lost.
Bears' run defense has been pretty
Has
bad
been,
this year.
but their pass defense has been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers. The Steelers have a good defense.
Good defense.
That was a good win. Jacksonville, who they only beat by 3 points.
Yeah.
Horrible. The Packers, not a great defense. The Lions, not a great defense.
Oh no.
The Ravens, hit or miss every week.
Decent.
And the Jets, not a great defense.
You bring up an excellent point. Then you think about how the Bengals offense has been operating. Like, yeah, they've been good, but a lot of it has been big plays.
Yeah,
They've been hitting big plays. You can't rely on big plays every game, especially the Browns. The Browns don't really give up that many big plays.
No, the only time the Browns defense has been bad this year was against the Chargers. But
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah. And that
Otherwise,
was,
they've been
I mean,
pretty
the Chargers offense was just a shootout from
Yeah.
the start, you know?
The Chargers offense that day was where I don't know where it's been, but that's the best we've seen it all year.
Yep.
So the Browns are going to be stout this week,
Definitely.
especially at home. The Browns are home this
Browns
week.
are home.
They're
No,
gonna.
Nope, it's in Cincinnati.
You're
My
right.
bad.
You're right.
Yeah.
The Browns defense is still gonna be good on the road this week.
Yeah.
Man, you're making me change my thoughts. I like the Browns here.
Dude, it's the Bengals offensive line too against this Browns defensive line. Joe's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Like Joe's gonna get hit. I'm a big fan of the Browns in this spot. All right. Broncos, 10-point underdogs, going to Dallas, over under 48.5. Dallas getting a win last week without
Huge
Dak
win.
Prescott.
Huge win.
They
And Cooper Rush looked pretty good.
he did. Yeah. I mean, Cooper Rush is, he's a good backup. He's a good backup.
He's a
quarterback.
great backup. He's not the best backup in the league, though.
No.
Come on, Mike
Say
White's
that.
the best backup in the league.
Mike White, I saw a tweet. It was like Mike White getting this injury in the first quarter just like cemented his spot as a backup for 10 years in the NFL.
Yep. I thought it was
Genius
funny.
move.
I thought it was funny. I saw a tweet about Mike White. It was like the Jets injured Bledsoe, which brought on Brady. And then the Patriots injured Zach Wilson to bring up Mike White and watch Mike White become Brady.
You know what's hilarious is like, I mean, we weren't like obviously watching football at the time Brady came in.
No,
We were children, we were babies.
babies.
So
Not even.
you might have not been born, actually. That's funny.
What year was Brady?
He was like 99 or 2000. Was he 98? Maybe I was unborn.
I don't think either of us were born.
Okay, yeah. But Brady, like him coming in is like Mike White if Mike White was drafted like 1 round later.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
probably.
So you saying that it's like, well, Mike White actually could be pretty good. Like, don't sleep on that. Don't.
So if you are let's say Mike White balls out the rest of the year, what do you do if you're the Jets?
Dude, I mean,
I have no idea.
you got to roll with the because
Wilson.
they're drafted in the same class, but like, I get it. It looks bad that you're not starting your
No,
first
Mike
round
White's
draft
been in the
pick,
league.
but
He got drafted this year?
I thought they both got drafted this year.
No, I don't think so. He's been released by
double
like
check.
4 teams.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought they were both drafted this year. My bad. Let's see.
Mike White's goated.
In that case, I'm not as big a.
If you look
on
up Mike,
White. I thought he was a
if you
rookie.
look up Mike, he's like the first person that comes up.
Yeah, he went in 2018.
18 to Dallas.
Yeah,
If you type up Mike on Google, it was the first thing that
First
came
one.
up.
That's definitely our algorithms are
Yeah, definitely.
all football. Okay, Broncos, Dallas.
I love Dallas here. Dak's back.
If Dak is back, they're
No
gonna-
Von Miller. Goodbye. Get out of my division.
Miller's
Thank
gone.
God. Thank
Bradley
God.
Chubb is out.
Doesn't matter. He sucks.
Broncos offense sucks.
I love Dallas.
It's all Dallas.
Dallas by a million.
Dallas's defense continues to show
Up.
too.
Dallas
I mean,
by a
they've been good.
million.
Yeah, I love Dallas here.
At home too.
Fuck, I might throw them on my locks. They're not on there, but now I'm just like, oh, it's Dallas.
They're on my
Like,
locks.
They're gonna wipe
Whatever.
them this week.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
I
smoke
love
'em.
Dallas. They're at
I
home.
love Dallas.
Easy. All right. Texans 6-point underdogs going to Miami
That-
over under 46.5.
That bad man's back.
That bad man Tyrod.
That bad
Taylor.
man Tyrod is back.
That does legitimately help the Texans.
And it also changes the whole game.
Yeah.
Changes the whole game. No Devontae Parker this week for
No, I think he's
Miami.
back.
You're right. I
Yeah,
read that
think he's
wrong.
back this week.
Devontae is back. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking at to be upfront, I don't love anything about
Me
this
either.
game, but I'm looking at it like
I think this is the first time
6-point favorites for a 1-7 team.
team. Yeah, I kind of like
Really?
Houston plus the points.
If you're gonna take anything, and it's
Taking
at-
Houston.
no, it's at
It's in Miami. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter though. Like the Dolphins are. We can stop pretending that Miami still has a chance. Like they're done.
They're
season's
dead.
over.
They're dead.
Their season's over.
Especially when they lose this week.
if they lose.
If
this
they
week,
lose this week, they're dead.
throw in the fucking towel, dude. That's a wrap on the
Sit
season.
Tua for the rest of the year.
You got to imagine a lot of the players in that locker room though are like kind of holding out hope that they're going for Deshaun, maybe still going for it. And then when that trade deadline passes, it's like, all right. I mean, we're kind
Now we're dead.
of just running like going
I think-
through the motions.
I actually
like,
think
for
it's
the
a
rest of
good
this
move
year.
by Miami not to trade for Deshaun Watson.
I agree. Yeah, this year's a wash.
Not
It's
even that. Especially you don't know what his legal situation is.
Yes.
So you watch in Miami's luck, they would have traded 4 first-round picks and Tua for Deshaun Watson, and the next day he would have got arrested, or he would have been suspended indefinitely.
What is interesting about that situation, though, is it seems like the tides are kind of turning towards like he might get out of this.
Yeah, I know, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
Which is interesting. But anyways, I mean, it would have been a dumb trade for them.
Excuse me.
Unless you're going to get him for like pennies on the dollar. That's where it made sense. But
Yeah,
that
otherwise it
wasn't
doesn't
gonna
make
happen.
sense.
Yeah. This is overall just like a shit game, though.
Yep.
And I can't justify myself betting on a 1-7 team.
Nope.
Favored by 6 points.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Texans.
Do you like Texans to win it? You think they
Yes.
can?
Yes.
Would you take their money line plus
No.
200?
Fuck no.
No, me neither. Yeah, just stay away. I don't know. All right, Raiders 3.5-point favorites going to New York against the Giants over under 46.5. I guess just real quick,
Tough week.
tough week for the Raiders.
It's
That
been a
hurts.
tough 2 months for the Raiders.
It really has. You gotta just think at this point too. It's really wearing on this team.
My thing is, when are the Raiders going to start to Raider?
Probably this week.
Because they haven't started yet.
No.
They're top of the division at 5-2.
How much do you think this is going to be like? How much of this distraction do you think it's going to hurt the team? Because it almost seemed like Gruden almost like helped the team, where they seem to.
I think this is a
little
bigger
looser.
loss than Gruden. Actually,
I agree too. I think this hurts him more.
You're losing your number one receiver. Your team morale is down.
That's what. Yeah, from a morale standpoint, I think it hits him kind of hard.
Yeah, so do I. And I think the Giants, especially after playing a tough, gritty game in Kansas City, their morale's a little high that they barely lost that game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the Giants are riding high after that. It would have been huge for them if they could have gotten Saquon back this week.
Yeah, but
obviously
you know what? Booker's been fine.
Booker's been really good. Yeah.
I don't know. I think also what time is this game? 1
It's
o'clock Eastern.
No, it's at 10 a.m.
So 1 o'clock Eastern.
1 o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
I think it's hard. It's going to be harder for the Raiders flying across the country
Yeah, it's a good point.
in the cold. It's going to be cold this week. I like the Giants here. I do.
Okay.
See what the weather at home is going to be this week.
Yeah, in terms, I don't know. I honestly could see this game being a shootout.
I can't. I think
You don't think so?
the Giants defense. It's going to be about 50 and cloudy.
Oh, it's not bad.
That's not bad.
This could be. I mean,
Excuse me.
possibly this could be something that the Raiders rally around.
I think
I know it's not the hottest take, but
I think they've just had so many things to rally around this year that like something has to put them down.
maybe they're just that resilient.
No, they're not. Derek Carr's not that good.
It's bouncing back from a broken leg. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting game. One thing I did like that I should, from a football teammate standpoint, I should separate that before I actually say this, was that Derek Carr was texting Ruggs after the incident and like made it publicly known that he was like, someone still has to like love for this.
I was gonna say that too.
Dude, if you're his teammate, if you're Derek Carr's teammate, you see him publicly say that, you're like, oh, this guy has my fucking back.
And you know what? That's fucking
Like,
ballsy
that's my
of him too.
quarterback.
But he's right. I mean, Ruggs is what, 22 years old?
Yeah.
Made a mistake.
He's like our age, dude. That's
know, it's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
Made a mistake. He did something really fucking stupid. Don't get me wrong.
For sure. Yeah.
But you know
Inexcusable,
what?
Definitely.
I mean, I'm not giving him any excuses. I'm just saying he's still a kid.
Yeah.
And you know what? He needs some love.
Absolutely.
Look, I mean, everyone in the whole
It's
world
guaranteed. Like he's going to jail.
Oh yeah, he's done.
For a
He's
considerable amount of time.
done. No, he's probably done the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But look,
Not good.
again, he fucked up. Everybody fucks up. Everyone does something stupid. I'm not saying that obviously depends on the extent, but Derek Carr is 100% right.
Yeah.
With all the media outlets and all the shitting on Ruggs and talking bad about Ruggs, somebody has to be there to give him a hug when he needs it. And if Derek Carr's that guy, man, I'd fight for that motherfucker.
For sure.
I'd fight for Derek Carr.
Dude, for him to like, it's one thing also to be his teammate and like, no, he's still like being supportive of
But
him,
it's one thing
for
to
him
publicly
say
yeah.
it, 'cause you know he's getting back.
Which I thought was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think Derek Carr is really like cementing himself with his teammates. Like, that's my fucking dude.
Yep. I agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was shocked that he said it too.
I was too.
I mean, I know
I'm like,
he's that kind of guy. Like he always has been.
Yeah.
He was that guy with the AB shit and the perfect shit when that whole shit went down with Oakland also.
Yeah.
But you know, he was the same thing with Gruden. He said the same thing about Gruden.
I think getting back to picks for this game, spread wise,
3.
I like the Giants, if anything, but I don't know either.
Neither do I. I like the Giants.
Also, this is when it goes 3.5. I'm just like, man, they're tempting you to take the underdog, but it always shows like no one really knows how this game's gonna turn out. Yeah.
Kadarius Toney is active though.
Yes,
Which
he
is
is.
huge for the
that
Giants.
helps. I think Shepard's most likely out, but Tony isn't.
Yeah.
All right. Vikings 6-point underdogs going to Baltimore. Over under 50
Baltimore has to win this game this week.
for sure. This is a big game for them.
Baltimore has to win this game this week.
Also, opposite.
Vikings have to win this game this week.
This is a big, just must win all the way around.
The Vikings realistically have to win out.
Pretty much, dude. This is the thing about the Vikings too.
They're
It's like
so
they,
good.
They are good enough to be a playoff team. They have played good teams very close all year.
They have a really hard schedule.
They do. Yeah.
And it hasn't been easy for them all year.
I gotta say though, if they lose this game, the
They're done.
morale of that team
They're
is
done.
tanking, dude. It's gonna be like, all right, this is our last year being mediocre. Players are gonna be sick of it. You're gonna have to move on from Zimmer. Probably
You
gonna
think
have
so?
to move on from Cousins. If they're mediocre again this year, if they yeah, man, it's been too long.
I mean, yeah, get rid of Kirk.
Something has to
no
change.
doubt, get rid of Kirk Cousins.
Maybe
get rid
you
of Zimmer.
I
I think he's an amazing coach.
I think he's a okay.
I think he's a great coach.
Yeah, I suppose if you don't have a promising coach in mind to
Then you
replace
keep
him,
him. Yeah.
you might as well keep him. Something has to change for that team, though.
Yeah.
You can't bring that same core back and like expect different results next year because it's just purely not going to happen. So for that fact, I mean, the Vikings very much know this is must win. But like you said, it's a huge game for the Ravens too, especially with Cincy and Cleveland playing each other.
And Pittsburgh.
They're gonna get a
Watch
jump
out
on
for the
someone.
Steelers. Steelers are creeping up in the division.
Yeah,
Telling
Steelers.
you.
We'll get to that game in a second, but Steelers should get a jump on one of those two teams this week
Yeah.
for sure. So man, this is probably gonna be a shootout.
I was about to say I don't really like any team in this game. I like the over.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in this one.
What is the over?
50.
I still like it.
Yeah, I mean 50 shows you they're expecting a lot of points. But
Yeah.
like, I mean both these teams could put up like to the 30s.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Easily.
No doubt. With there's no news around Jefferson's not really hurt. He's good.
No, it's fine.
The Ravens are pretty much all healthy, right? Yeah.
They're getting healthier week by week too,
yeah,
which is scary.
definitely. Definitely. Ravens are getting into good form. I don't know. 6 points is a lot for me
Me too.
against the Vikings. They play good teams really close, like I said. So
Me too. I actually like Minnesota plus the spread here.
if I'm going with anyone
Anything,
here, I'm
taking
going Minnesota plus 6.
plus the points, but I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore blew them out.
I honestly would be surprised by blowout.
I wouldn't.
If Baltimore won, like I probably
wouldn't.
expect it, but
I wouldn't.
all right. Yeah. Let's go to Patriots. 4-point favorites going to Carolina. Over under.
I think this is
41.
the easiest take of the weekend.
I honestly don't know what you're gonna say. I think I know. Let's hear it.
Patriots.
Okay. Yep.
This is
Yep,
the
okay.
easiest bet of the weekend.
If you said Carolina, I was like,
No.
all right, I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
I don't care that McCaffrey's back.
No, I mean it helps, but like PJ Walker's starting, right?
Yep.
Carolina, their offense just has been ugly. And like the Patriots are just gonna take away Christian McCaffrey.
Yep. This game is a lock. The Patriots are a lock this week.
Yeah, I'm on board. I love the Patriots too. To be honest, though, I'm not. I think it was lower earlier in the week. I think it was around like 2.5, 3.
Wow, I wish I would have.
And I was like, I love the Patriots here. Moved up to 4, and I'm still like, because the Panthers defense has been so good, I could see this being a weird like 17-14.
I'll tell you one thing: Mac Jones is a fucking dog.
Mac Jones is good.
Saw
This
with my own
Patriots
eyes last
offense
week.
has been rolling.
Saw it with my own eyes last week.
Rushing
Mac
game
Jones
looks
is a
great.
fucking dog.
Yeah, they're gonna struggle more against the rush game against Carolina than they
Yeah.
did last week. So Mac Jones is gonna have to do a little more.
That's
moving
fine.
the ball.
I'm telling you, it's fine. Mac Jones
Yep.
is gonna eat.
Stephon Gilmore too, though. Had a good week last week.
Don't care. Mac Jones is gonna eat Patriots by a million.
Okay. No, I'm pretty much in agreement with you. The only thing is like I could see it being a relatively low scoring game, at which point the 4 points gets a little sketchy to me. But there's definitely a possibility of the Patriots blowing them out too. So I'm on board with the Patriots -4 here. All right, let's go over to your boys. I'm gonna say this spread confuses me. We'll talk it over though. Chargers 1.5 point favorites going into Philly over under 49.5. I get the home team underdog, but 1.5 points against the Eagles.
We suck.
I mean,
We suck. We suck.
It's too early to pull that.
Yes, it is. No,
pull
it's
that
not.
flag.
No, it's not.
Too early.
No, it's not.
It's too
No, it's
early.
not.
Okay, here's the thing. This is
No,
why
it's
I
not.
think everyone is like Philly is gonna like put up points and like do well against
'Cause
the
we have-
Chargers
Because
of the rush defense.
and also we have no corners this week. Sante Samuel and Mike Davis are both out.
That
our
definitely
starting
hurts.
corner is Chris Harris,
Okay, that
who got
definitely hurts.
eaten alive last week
Okay.
by Kendrick Bourne. Really? Chris Harris, he sucks.
Okay,
suck.
that definitely hurts.
We suck.
But
Philly's gonna win this game.
no way.
I'm telling you.
No
I'm telling
way.
you.
I can't see it. I
telling
literally
you.
can't picture it.
I'm telling you, Philly's gonna win the game.
Dude, your guys' offense is gonna put up like 40 this week.
No, we're
It's a
not. We
bounce back
have
game.
one of the worst offenses in the league.
That's what the fact that you feel so poorly about the Chargers this week gives me so much more confidence in them. I love the Chargers in the spot.
So do I. Obviously, we're gonna win.
As soon as
Just saying, we suck.
Chargers fans start crying about how badly they suck, it's gonna be a big week for the Chargers. From experience, it's gonna be a
Normally,
big
yeah,
week for
you
the
are
Chargers.
right. Normally, you are right.
Dude.
When we're too hot, we're the worst team in the league. We come out.
maybe I have some sort of blinders on here, but like I love the Chargers.
We suck.
And 1.5 points. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm all over him. Not gonna lie.
We suck.
Okay. Is Philly no longer the worst team in the NFL?
No. Philly's still the worst team in the NFL.
Where you're gonna lose.
Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Okay, fair. Cardinals, 2.5 point underdogs, going to San Fran, over under 45.
Jeff Rogers, James Saxton, and Brian Natkin all out for the Cardinals.
And Kyler Murray is a huge question mark. He is yet to practice.
And what
this
about
week.
D Hoppy? And those are all
D-Hop.
coaches, by the way.
I've been mostly, yeah, we got vid going through. I've been mostly paying attention to Kyler. I'm pretty sure D Hop is playing. I haven't seen anything that suggests he's not playing.
He did not practice yesterday.
I mean, maybe
They're both questionable.
Kyler's the bigger concern to me. Obviously, D Hop is a big deal. I don't know. Like, we're a 7-1 team, even if Kyler's banged up. We're an underdog.
What's the spread? What?
We're 2.5 point underdog right now. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Even if Kyler is hurt,
Kyler's
we've had
gonna
one of the best defenses in the league. all
Kyler's
year.
gonna play.
49ers
Who's your backup
offense is
quarterback?
bad. Colt McCoy, which is a reasonable backup. Colt McCoy can come in and win a football.
I'm gonna
game for
go
you.
home and take the Cardinal money line.
This spread, this is one of the Chargers spread didn't make sense to me. The Cardinal spread doesn't make sense to me. We're 7-1. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're down JJ Watt. So like, I think the 49ers will have success running the ball.
So do I.
When was the last time the 49ers offense looked good though?
Against Green Bay.
Wild. Against Green Bay, they did.
Where that Batman took the ball with 32 seconds and said goodnight.
Yep. But like, even without JJ Watt, I mean, our defense is still really good. Like, really good. I don't know. I love us here.
If
I don't know
Kyler
what else
plays,
to
I
say.
love it. If Kyler plays, I love it.
No, that definitely makes a huge
He's gonna
difference.
play, right?
He's gonna play. I doubt he wouldn't play. It's a sprained ankle. He's not gonna be as mobile. So yes, that does hurt. But like, does that flip us to underdogs?
No, it probably flips you to favorites.
If
If he plays, you're a favorite. Obviously.
for sure.
The line's gonna go up to 5, at least.
Dude, imagine if Kyler Murray's fully healthy coming into this game. If D Hop is fully healthy coming into this
This
game,
game is 14 spread.
we're at least 5 point favorites. Like you
No, 14. The Niners are horrible.
said.
The
I don't know
Niners,
if
the,
you'd be that high,
Niners, the
but-
Niners are the worst team in the NFC West.
Dude, we are. Yeah, and we're 2.5 point underdogs. I don't get it. I don't know. I love the Cardinals. Like I know they're my boys, but still, we're 7-1. We were first in everyone's power rankings 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're flipping on us real quick. I love us in the spot.
Like you guys too. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
If Kyler plays, I love it. If Kyler doesn't play, I don't love it. I don't
Dr-
love it. I like it.
I like it. Okay, I'm with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still taking us with.
Yeah, I
Colt
mean,
McCoy,
obviously, but I
to
just
be
I
honest,
don't love
with
it.
Kyler for
But
sure.
I don't
though.
love it. With Colt
Um,
McCoy. I like it, but I don't love it.
I will point out George Kittle's coming back for the Niners.
Doesn't
That does
matter.
help their offense.
Doesn't matter.
Is he going to put up huge numbers? Maybe not.
No.
Does it help their offense? It definitely
Yes.
does. He
Helps
does a
them in
lot
the
for
run
that team.
game too.
Yep.
I really need Kittle in fantasy this week, so
I do too, man.
Kinda happy he's
In a
coming
couple
back.
leagues. All right, let's go over this game. This is an interesting game. I don't even know where to go with this one. We got Packers 7-point underdogs going to Kansas City over under 48. Obviously, it was a very different game 4 days ago.
honestly though, I like Jordan Love.
I don't hate Jordan Love.
I love them. I think 7's a lot for a Kansas City team that sucks.
Yeah, dude. So you can't take Kansas City in the spot.
No.
Like everyone, you cannot.
Not
I'm not
take-
saying take Green Bay. I'm saying don't take Kansas City.
Look,
It's over. Like you can't bet Kansas City.
Matt LaFleur is too good of a coach
yeah,
to lose by
absolutely,
2 touchdowns.
for sure. And Kansas City just hasn't covered. They've been a horrible team at covering.
And
the last year.
also, Devontae Adams is back.
yes,
So
Big
I
deal.
mean, that's huge for a guy like Jordan Love who needs a receiver to get open, be
Yeah.
open, and
Yeah.
I like the Packers plus the points here.
I'm leaning that way. I don't want to take anything in this game because Jordan Love I'm not sold on him at all. I think he might still be a bad quarterback, but we'll see. Devontae Adams 100% helps him. Aaron Jones is obviously a really good running back, so he's got weapons around him offensively. And yeah, the Chiefs just haven't been that good. Like you can't bet the Chiefs. There's always the possibility they come out and put up like 40 points, and they're the Chiefs.
I don't think it
but
happens.
you can't expect it out of them anymore.
And you know what? And if they do, well, props to them.
I wouldn't take anything. If you took something, I would lean
Take
the Packers
Packers, yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Okay, another one pretty interesting. We got Sunday night Titans 7-point underdogs going into Los Angeles over under 52.5.
We all know who the saddest person on planet Earth is right now.
Hogue.
Yeah.
uh,
This guy
Yeah.
has Derek in 5 fucking fantasy leagues.
yeah, giant Derrick Henry fan of fantasy. I've been telling him he's got to get a jersey. He was literally about to buy a Derrick Henry jersey.
last week. He told me.
Yeah.
And then down
And-
he goes.
Here we are. I mean, this is really honestly the Derrick Henry injury. As much it definitely hurts the Titans. I think it hurts every Derrick Henry fantasy owner a lot more
More
than
than it
it
hurts the
actually
Titans.
hurts the Tennessee Titans.
So do I. Especially this week in Los Angeles. It's gonna hurt though.
It's definitely gonna hurt. No, it's shouldn't be understated. Derrick Henry. I mean, he makes a big difference. to
Does
this
Adrian
team.
Peterson play this week?
Yeah, you got to.
Is he a
He's a vet, dude.
Is he a fantasy player this week though?
Oh no. I'm leaning away. I saw a tweet and it was something about
I might start him
I
this
actually
week.
took a screenshot and sent this to people. Let me pull it up.
I think I'm gonna start Adrian Peterson this week.
I mean, I don't hate the start, but personally, I would want to wait and see like how they end up using him. Here it is. It was, are we alone in the universe? Why do we dream? Can we live forever? Adrian Peterson or Jeremy McNichols?
I saw that.
Yeah, I have no idea how they're going to use
Use the-
Adrian
yeah.
Peterson this
I
week.
don't know how they're gonna use Jeremy McNichols. The guy has like 4 carries in his career.
He's just a receiving back.
Yeah, he doesn't do
He's
anything.
literally only been a third down back. So yeah, it's kind of a weird spot here. But also like, you know, most teams, if they were that heavily reliant on the run game, it would be like, oh, scrape the offense here. Like they're fucked. No, Tennessee still has Julio Jones, AJ Brown, Ryan Tannehill's a
But
good quarterback.
I think being that reliant on the run game is a good thing.
Yes.
Because
No,
look,
I'm
Derrick,
not saying it's not.
look, Derrick Henry is only one guy.
Mhm.
They still have 7 or 8 blockers. No,
No, you're 100% correct.
Like
It's not
Derrick-
all Derrick Henry.
look,
He has
Derrick
a
Henry
good
breaks
offensive
tackles.
line.
Don't get me wrong, but like Adrian Peterson can still break some tackles.
You're 100%
Still run
correct.
through arm tackles.
Yeah.
So I mean, if Tennessee's offensive line can hold up against godforsakenly the best defensive line my eyes probably have ever seen.
And Von Miller's on this team.
Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot.
My God. They
This
had
could
to go
be-
add Vaughn.
Dude, motherfuckers. They're so
Fuck them.
good.
All that just stopped Kyler Murray.
All that to stop Tom Brady. Let's be real now. They ain't
I'm
worried
being
about
real.
Kyler.
I'm being real.
They're not worried about.
They started working up this trade as soon as we beat him by like 30.
Oh, sure.
They started working up.
You
this
know they're not
trade
worried about
right
the
after
division.
that
They don't
game.
give a shit about the division.
Well, they're gonna be wild cards, so they should have fun in that wild card game.
Doesn't matter. A home game at SoFi wouldn't be a home game anyway for them.
I think Rams fans are showing out this year.
No.
No,
You should have seen the
I
videos
think
from the
Rams
Bucks
fans are
games.
showing out. Yeah,
The videos from the Bucks games, it was all
dude,
blue.
that's not even. That's a cheat code. That's not Bucks fans. That's Tom Brady fans.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as Tom Brady retires, Bucks fan base drops by like 60%.
You should have seen the amount of Brady jerseys at the Charger Patriot game last week.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Edelman
Yeah.
and Gronk.
Yeah,
God, move on.
dude, Patriots
Pussies.
Patriots fans are just like slowly like spreading across. Not even slowly. They've been slowly spreading across the country the last 20 years.
And now they're just everywhere.
Yeah, it's like when you play that like play game on your phone where you see spreading. That's just Patriots and Brady fans.
They're so
They've taken
annoying.
over
They're
every
the worst.
city,
They're the
every
worst.
borough,
They're the worst.
every neighborhood.
But yeah, getting back to the game, I love the Rams here in a blowout.
I think it's the right choice. I don't know if it'll be a blowout because the Titans are still one of the better teams in the AFC,
Not really.
in my opinion. You don't think so?
No.
I still think they're going to be a playoff team.
So
They're
do
still
I.
going to be up there.
No, I think they win the division. They're a playoff team. I just
Yeah.
don't see them doing anything in the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know if I go that far. In this game, dude, I just got to see. I got to see this offense without Derrick Henry. This is a field out game for me. I'm not really taking anyone. I want to field out because I still think Tannehill could come out fucking slinging that thing, putting up like 400 yards
So do
per
I.
game for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I guess
So-
we'll find out.
We'll see. Julio Jones overs. I like Julio having a week because Jalen Ramsey, in my opinion, you put him on AJ Brown.
I think you put him on Julio.
You put him on Julio. I mean, that's really gonna vary.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. You
I
put
would
him on
take
AJ.
away AJ. Yeah,
Julio really hasn't done much this year, so I guess
no, and he's coming back off injury.
you test him, right?
It'll be something. One of those two receivers is having a big week.
I think
I
it's
know
Julio.
that for a fact. But yeah, I would go Julio. Okay, let's go to Monday night. The Bears are 6.5 point underdogs going to Pittsburgh over under a very low, appropriately placed 39.
Besides the Patriots, I think this is the second easiest bet of the week.
Are you gonna say who I think you're gonna say?
No, probably
Who you going with?
Steelers. By far.
No,
You're taking the Bears?
dude, the Steelers just put up 15 points.
Don't care.
They put up 15.
Justin
points,
Fields
bro.
sucks. I think Justin Fields is terrible.
I don't know if this offense can score 20.
Matt Nagy's coming back this week.
Yeah, that definitely hurts the Bears. I
Yeah, that's what
agree.
I'm saying.
But it's the offense. So
I don't like
think
the spread. I think the spread's high, but I like
Dude,
the
this-
Steelers to win the game. I'm
this
saying
game's gonna
Steelers
be
money
like-
line is the best.
this
bet of
game's
the
going to be
week.
like 13-7.
Yeah, Steelers.
But a six, just that low scoring of a game, I can't take them favored by 6.5.
No,
points.
either can I. I'm just saying. I think the Steelers money line is the easiest bet. I'm not saying I'm going
Okay.
to take it. It's
Okay.
probably ridiculous odds, but like the Steelers money line is the best bet of the weekend. It's the easiest
I'm in
bet.
agreement. I'm in agreement with the Steelers money line. I think that's an absolute lock. But in terms of spread, 6.5 points.
Yeah,
is
I don't know.
insane
I
to
think
me.
that's so high.
For an offense that just can't score points.
I think that's so high too.
Yeah, I don't like that. Justin, interestingly enough, we mentioned this on last week's podcast. It'd be interesting if the Bears offense looks good without Matt Nagy.
And they did.
Justin Fields looked like a different quarterback.
Well, he looked like a different quarterback, but his passing stats were still not great.
No, he made his biggest plays was him running the ball. But that just kind of showed me that he was a lot looser.
Yeah, he felt a lot looser, but
He felt
wasn't,
like,
he
a
still wasn't throwing the
playmaker
ball
out there.
downfield.
No, exactly. Justin Fields is still not a good NFL quarterback.
No, I just and
But he played
especially
looser.
in Pittsburgh in prime time, you're
Oh,
done.
he's fucked.
He's
No,
fucked.
he's definitely fucked. Yeah. Honestly, the way the Steelers cover this game is just forcing a ton of turnovers.
Yeah,
which definitely could happen. They could have short field, take advantage of that. Overall,
It's too
gonna
easy.
be a
Don't
low-scoring
overthink
game.
it. The Steelers are a lock.
yes, I agree. Steelers money line spread Not a fan of that. All right. You want to go first or second on locks?
You can go first. You had a better week than me.
Okay. Start us off. I'm really feeling this Bills game. This could come back to bite me in the ass. But I'm starting off my locks. I'm taking Bills first half -7, and I'm taking Bills -14. I'm buying the half point for the game. I'm then gonna go Browns money line +115. This is an evening out week for the AFC North. Browns are looking good again this week. I talked myself out of this pick, so I'm no longer. I was looking at Raiders Giants over. You kind of talked me out of that one. Instead, though, I like the Vikings Ravens over 50. I'm gonna go with that one instead. I'm gonna go Cardinals. Give me the money line on the Cardinals.
All righty, tough guy.
Give me the money line there. Bears and Steelers. I'm taking.
I don't even see it on my book.
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
Probably waiting on Kyler.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm riding money line though. Even with Colt McCoy, I think we win the game. Then my lock of the week.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Don't do
Chargers money line.
You're an idiot.
Chargers money line.
We're gonna
Mortal
get
lock.
blown out.
Chargers are gonna win by 40.
Knock on wood.
You talking down the Chargers made me so much more confident in this mortal lock. Yeah. Let's have a week though.
I can't believe you're gonna do it to yourself.
I don't have a punishment. If that loses, I'll think of something for next episode.
So I'm gonna start the week in Miami. I'm gonna take the Texans +5.5.
Hey, good move.
I like it.
Good move.
I think
It's are you seeing 5.5 right now?
yeah, it's 5.5 right now. It dropped because of Tyrod coming back.
I'll give you 6.5 on that because that's what we dropped for the podcast.
I'll take it. All right, I'll take 6.5. I'd probably if I had 6.5, I'll probably buy it to 7. Just in case.
Yeah, might as well.
I love Dallas -10. I think that's so easy. I love Dallas first half also.
Yeah, I was thinking about adding
Dallas
that.
first half right now is -5.5. I still like it.
I touch on the first.
I like Buffalo -14.5. Too
Yeah.
easy. Chargers -1.5. You know I bet them every week just to be emotionally beat down and destroyed.
It's a lot.
Stop. Giants +3.
Okay.
I like the Giants at home this week. And for my mortal lock, don't fuck me, Belichick. You fucked me last week. Don't fuck me this week. Going with the Patriots money line.
Patriots money line
minus
I like
190.
I like that. That's a good.
I like
bet.
that one.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
I will send my video
Let's
out
keep this
later.
rolling. Jesse's got his video to take care of.
Fuck my life. Fuck the Chargers.
Hopefully the Chargers take care of business this week. I don't got to do it too. Yeah, I feel great about your boys this week.
God, stop.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
We're out.